Welcome to Wonderslate. Subscribe to our Telegram channel given in the description to updates and study materials. Topic for today's quiz is World Geography Set 1. Question number 1. The homolographic projection has the correct representation of Option A. Shape. Option B. Area. Option C. Bearing. Option D. Distance. The correct answer is Option B. Area. It is also known as the bayonet projection, homolographic projection, homolographic projection, and elliptical projection. The projection trades accuracy of angle and shape for accuracy of proportions in area, and as such is used where that property is needed, such as maps depicting global distributions. Question number 2. The latitudinal differences in pressure delineate a number of major pressure zones, which correspond with Option A. Zones of climate. Option B. Zones of oceans. Option C. Zones of land. Option D. Zones of cyclonic depressions. The correct answer is Option A. Zones of climate. The three major climate zones on the Earth are the polar, temperate, and tropical zones. Temperatures in these three climate zones are determined mainly by the location, or latitude, of the zone. Polar has the coldest with temperatures almost always below freezing. Question number 3. The higher the wind speed and the longer the fetch or distance of open water across which the wind blows and waves travel, the underscore waves and the underscore energy they process. Option A. Larger, more. Option B. Larger, less. Option C. Smaller, more. Option D. Smaller, less. The correct answer is Option A. Larger, more. It is vital to wind speed, because the greater the difference in pressure, the faster the wind flows, from the high to low pressure, to balance out the variation. The pressure gradient, when combined with the Coriolis effect and friction, also influences wind direction. Question number 4. The hazards of radiation belts include Option A. Deterioration of electronic circuits. Option B. Damage of solar cells of spacecraft. Option C. Adverse effect on living organisms. Option D. All of the above. The correct answer is Option D. All of the above. By trapping the solar wind, the magnetic field deflects those energetic particles and protects the atmosphere from destruction. The belts are located in the inner region of Earth's magnetosphere. The belts trap energetic electrons and protons. Other nuclei, such as alpha particles, are less prevalent. Question number 5. The Great Victoria Desert is located in Option A. Canada. Option B. West Africa. Option C. Australia. Option D. North America. The correct answer is Option C. Australia. The Western Australia Mallee shrub ecoregion lies to the west, the Little Sandy Desert to the northwest, the Gibson Desert and the Central Ranges xeric shrublands to the north, the Tirari and Sturt Stony Deserts to the east, while the Nullarbor Plain to the south separates it from the Southern Ocean. Question number 6. The intersecting lines drawn on maps and globes are Option A. Latitudes. Option B. Longitudes. Option C. Geographic grids. Option D. None of the above. The correct answer is Option C. Geographic grids. Grid references define locations in maps using Cartesian coordinates. Grid lines on maps define the coordinate system and are numbered to provide a unique reference to features. Question number 7. With the disintegration of USSR in end 1991, comprised of Union republics. Option A, 15. Option B, 10. Option C, 5. Option D, 25. The correct answer is option A, 15. On December 25, 1991, the Soviet hammer and sickle flag lowered for the last time over the Kremlin, thereafter replaced by the Russian tricolor. Earlier in the day, Mikhail Gorbachev resigned his post as president of the Soviet Union, leaving Boris Yeltsin as president of the newly independent Russian state. Question number 8. Which of the following is tropical grassland? Option A, taiga. Option B, savanna. Option C, pampas. Option D, prairies. The correct answer is option B, savanna. Tropical grassland biome, also called savanna biome, is a terrestrial biome that features vast open spaces consisting of scattered small shrubs and trees. Question number 9. The habitats valuable for commercially harvested species are called option A, coral reefs. Option B, seagrass bed. Option C, hot spots. Option D, none of the above. The correct answer is option B, seagrass bed. Seagrasses are flowering plants, angiosperms, which grow in marine environments. There are 60 species of fully marine seagrasses which belong to 4 families: Posidoniaceae, Zosteraceae, Hydrocaritaceae and Cymodocea, all in the order Alismatales, in the class of monocotyledons. Question number 10. Without underscore, the equator would be much hotter than it is while the poles would be much cooler. Option A, latitudinal redistribution of heat. Option B, cycle of air circulation. Option C, global wind pattern. Option D, all are similar terms. The correct answer is option D, all are similar terms. Question number 11. The landmass of which of the following continents is the least? Option A, Africa. Option B, Asia. Option C, Australia. Option D, Europe. The correct answer is option C, Australia. Question number 12. The light of distant stars is affected by option A, the Earth's atmosphere. Option B, interstellar dust. Option C, both A and B. Option D, none of the above. The correct answer is option C, both A and B. The light of distant stars is affected by interstellar dust and the Earth's atmosphere. Question number 13. The iron and steel industries of which of the following countries are almost fully dependent on imported raw materials? Option A, Britain. Option B, Japan. Option C, Poland. Option D, Germany. The correct answer is option B, Japan. The iron and steel industries of Japan almost fully dependent on imported raw materials. Question number 14. The temperature increases rapidly after option A, ionosphere. Option B, exosphere. Option C, stratosphere. Option D, troposphere. The correct answer is option A, ionosphere. The temperature increases rapidly after ionosphere. Question number 15. The humidity of the air depends upon option A, temperature. Option B. Location. Option C. Weather. Option D. All of the above. The correct answer is Option D. All of the above. At 100% relative humidity, the air is saturated. A relative humidity of 0% would indicate that no water vapor is present. Dew point temperature is an absolute measure of how much water vapor is in the air. The warmer the air, the greater the amount of water vapor it can contain. Question number 16. The groundwater can become confined between two impermeable layers. This type of enclosed water is called Option A. Artesian. Option B. Artesian well. Option C. Unconfined groundwater. Option D. Confined groundwater. The correct answer is Option A. Artesian. An aquifer is a geologic layer of porous and permeable materials such as sand and gravel, limestone, or sandstone, through which water flows and is stored. An artesian aquifer is a confined aquifer containing groundwater under positive pressure. Question number 17. The largest glaciers are Option A. Mountain glaciers. Option B. Alpine glaciers. Option C. Continental glaciers. Option D. Piedmont glaciers. The correct answer is Option C. Continental glaciers. The largest glacial bodies, ice sheets or continental glaciers, cover more than 50,000 square kilometers, 20,000 miles to several kilometers deep. They obscure the underlying topography. Only nunataks protrude from the surface. The only extant ice sheets are the two that cover most of Antarctica and Greenland. These regions contain vast quantities of fresh water. The volume of ice is so large that if the Greenland ice sheet melted, it would cause sea levels to rise 6 meters, 20 feet, all around the world. If the Antarctica ice sheet melted, sea levels would rise up to 65 meters, 210 feet. Question number 18. The ionosphere includes Option A. Mesosphere. Option B. Thermosphere. Option C. Thermosphere and exosphere. Option D. Thermosphere, exosphere and mesosphere. The correct answer is Option C. Thermosphere and exosphere. The ionosphere /ionosphere/ is the ionized part of Earth's upper atmosphere, from about 60 kilometers, 37 miles, to 1,000 kilometers, 620 miles, altitude, a region that includes the thermosphere and parts of the mesosphere and exosphere. The ionosphere is ionized by solar radiation. Question number 19. The Harmattan is Option A. Cool, extremely dry wind that forms over the Sahara and blows westward or southwestward to the African coast. Option B. Wind that blows during the dry season from December to February. Option C. Tertiary wind that carry great quantities of fine dust from the Sahara. Option D. All of the above. The correct answer is Option D. All of the above. The Harmattan is a season in the West African subcontinent, which occurs between the end of November and the middle of March. It is characterized by the dry and dusty northeasterly trade wind of the same name, which blows from the Sahara Desert over West Africa into the Gulf of Guinea. Question number 20. The largest dune files are found in Option A. Middle East. Option B. North Africa. Option C. Both A and B. Option D. None of the above. The correct answer is Option C. Both A and B. The largest dune files are found in North Africa and Middle East. Thank you for watching the video. If you'd like practice this quiz, then download the Wonderslate app now, link in the description below. If you have any suggestion for us, feel free to leave comments. If you liked the video and want to see more of it, hit the thumbs up and don't forget to click on subscribe button to get more updates of the future videos.